if anyone else has ever experienced this, but to this day, I swear it's the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. And it all started with a noise outside my bedroom window. I was 16 at the time, living with my dad in a small house on the edge of town. My room was in the back, with one big window that faced a patch of woods. I had a habit of staying up too late on my phone, scrolling until my eyes burned. That night was no different. Around 1 a.m., I heard what sounded like faint tapping on the glass. At first, I brushed it off as branches in the wind, but then it came again, louder this time. I froze. Our trees weren't anywhere close enough to touch the window. I shut off my phone screen, letting my eyes adjust to the darkness. That's when I saw it, a faint silhouette leaning against the glass. Not a shadow, not a trick of light, an actual figure. The head was tilted, like it was trying to peek inside. I didn't move. I just laid there, barely breathing. After maybe 30 seconds, the tapping started again, but slower, deliberate, almost like it wanted me to know it was aware I was awake. I finally worked up the courage to whisper my dad's name. The second I did, the shadow ducked down out of view. I scrambled out of bed and ran to my dad's room, heart pounding so hard I thought I was going to pass out. He grabbed a flashlight and stormed outside, yelling into the woods. Nothing. No footprints, no noise, no movement. Just the sound of the wind through the trees. We ended up calling the cops, who did a sweep of the property but didn't find anything. They told us it was probably a deer or some prank kid messing around. But here's the thing. Our window was almost 7 feet off the ground. You'd have to be standing on something tall just to reach it. I slept in the living room for the next week. Every little creak and sound made me jump. And I still can't shake the image of that head tilted against the glass like it was studying me. Sometimes I wonder if whoever it was just wanted to scare me, or if they were waiting for me to get up and open the window. This happened last winter, and it's the reason I don't sleep with my curtains open anymore. I live in a second-floor apartment, the kind that overlooks a small parking lot. My bedroom window faces directly toward it with one of those old orange streetlights that never turns off. It keeps the lot half lit, even at 3 in the morning. That night, I woke up out of nowhere. No dream, no sound, just this gut feeling that something wasn't right. I lay still, listening, and then I caught it. The crunch of snow outside. Not the casual steps of someone walking to their car. These were slow, heavy, circling. At first, I told myself it was just a neighbor, maybe drunk, fumbling their way home, but the sound didn't fade. It stayed right under my window. I finally worked up the nerve to lift the blinds just an inch, and my stomach dropped. There was a man standing under the streetlight, perfectly still, head tilted back, staring straight up at my window. He wasn't smoking, wasn't looking for keys, wasn't doing anything except watching. He had this long, dark coat on, with the hood pulled so tight I couldn't see his face. I froze. And that's when he moved, not toward the building, not away. He just raised one hand, slow as hell, and waved, like he already knew I was watching. I fell back inside and scrambled to the bathroom, locking the door behind me with my phone in hand. My heart was beating so loud I could barely hear myself dial 911. When the cops arrived, maybe 5 minutes later, the lot was empty. The weird part? They told me the snow was untouched. No footprints anywhere, like nobody had been there at all. I tried to shake it off, but the next morning I checked my phone. Our building has a cheap security app tied to the parking lot camera. There was a motion alert at exactly 3:06 a.m. When I opened it, the clip was nothing but static. 30 seconds of fuzz. And that's the same time I saw the man standing there, waving. I haven't looked out that window since. Something inside of me fears that he's still standing there, waiting. A couple years back, I was still crashing at my mom's place, this old 2-story house that always felt a little off. We never messed with the attic. It was just this tiny, creepy square door in the hallway ceiling, the kind you need a ladder to reach. I don't think I ever saw it open, not once in all the years we lived there. It was around 2 a.m. one night, and I was sprawled in bed, half asleep, scrolling through my phone to kill time. That's when I heard it. Soft, muffled thumps from above. At first, I brushed it off. Old houses creak, right? Pipes groan, wood settles, but then it came again, slower, heavier, like something crawling up there, dragging itself across the floorboards. My heart started to race. I sat up, straining to listen. The house was dead quiet except for this faint, deliberate scrape like nails on wood. I crept out of bed, barefoot, the cold floor making me shiver. That's when I saw it, and my stomach dropped like a stone. The attic door in the hallway was cracked open. Just a sliver, but enough to show the pitch black gap beyond, like it was daring me to look. I froze, my breath caught in my throat. The crawling stopped. Silence. Not the comforting kind, just this heavy, suffocating quiet that made my skin crawl. Then, creak. A single, deliberate step right above my room, like whatever was up there knew I was listening. I snatched the baseball bat from beside my bed, my hands shaking so bad I could barely grip it. "Mom," I yelled, my voice cracking. The second my shout echoed down the hall, the attic door slammed shut, hard enough to rattle the walls. My mom came stumbling out of her room, eyes wide, her hair a mess. "What the hell's going on?" she whispered, but I could barely answer, just pointed at the ceiling. We stood there, staring at that damn door, waiting for another sound. Nothing, just our own ragged breathing. We called the cops, and they showed up about 20 minutes later, flashlights bobbing in the dark. They dragged a ladder from the garage and went up into the attic. I stood below, clutching the bat, my heart pounding so loud I thought it'd burst. They were up there forever, it felt like. When they came down, one of the officers looked uneasy. "Nobody's up there," he said, but his voice wasn't convincing. Then he told us the insulation was all messed up, like someone had been lying in it, making a nest. And worse, they found a pile of old food wrappers, crumpled and greasy, shoved behind the beams. "Probably kids from years ago," the other cop said, but he didn't look at us when he said it. My mom and I just stared at each other. We both knew those wrappers weren't old. Someone had been up there recently, living above us. For weeks after, I couldn't sleep. Every night around 2 a.m., I'd lie there, eyes glued to the ceiling, waiting. And I swear, I'd hear it. Soft, sneaky shifts up there, like something moving just light enough to make you doubt yourself. My mom said she didn't hear anything, but I saw her flinch sometimes when she passed under that attic door. Even now, when I visit her, I avoid that hallway. I keep my eyes on the floor, because if I look up and see that door even slightly ajar, I don't know what I'll do.